Hi guys, we've already gone through the differences between all season and summer tyres, but we're here at Mercedes-Benz World with Continental Tyres to actually show you and me the difference between them. So let's head to our expert of the day to find out more about what we're going to do. Well, hello Phil, thank you for having us. What are we actually going to be doing today and how are we going to see the differences that all season tyres can have?
Well, we've got some fabulous facilities here to test tyres upon, and we've got a simulated low friction surface that's like kind of tarmac. It's been sunny for 3 weeks. First big dump of rain, that rain that almost has the foamy bubbles on the surface.
Yeah, we know it
Nasty, horrible. This is where a tyre like the All Season is going to come into its own, because it can find way more grip and support and traction and confidence on that surface by comparison to a typical summer tyre. I want to take you down here on straight line braking, on slalom, feeling the responses and see what you think.
Amazing. Well, before we get into all that exciting testing, let's have a look around the cars and the tyres we're going to be driving on. We have two Mercedes EQB 300 4MATICs. They're fully electric and have four-wheel drive, plus 225 brake horsepower. On the all-season vehicle, we have the Continental All Season Contact, and as the name suggests, it's designed to work in all seasons. It even has a 3-peak mounted snowflake symbol, which means it's certified in snow and ice.
Okay.
All seasons up first?
Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go. Right, up to speed. Da, 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 da.
Brakes.
Oh. Feel ABS working.
Lots of ABS. And in fact, this is handy. We've stopped right next to our block, which is where we wanted to set the block anyway.
It's like it's meant to be.
Don't waste the last 50 metres. Pull away with a bit of spirit. Feel how much traction you've got on the All Seasons.
That picks up really quickly.
That's
though.
like it doesn't even worry about it.
Yeah. That gives you a lot of confidence in the rain.
Does.
Like if you're pulling away.
Yeah, the All Season tyre has a lot of sipes.
Yes.
Little cut lines. It looks like it's got lots of little slices in it.
Yes.
And it nibbles into the surface and can find grip where a summer tyre simply doesn't.
What's next, Phil?
Okay, Beck, so this time we're going to go in slightly slower.
Okay.
But I want you to have a little bit of a slalom.
Yep.
To feel the response of the car and the grip you're getting in direction changes.
Okay.
In the same way as you would if you had to swerve around someone who'd just run out in front of you.
Okay.
Happy?
Happy.
I'll you accelerate. I'll shout start slaloming.
Okay.
And we'll take it from there.
All right, this is so bizarre.
In fact, you can start slaloming now.
So just like this.
That's it, just like that.
Just like this.
Follow him in. That's him.
You can feel the reaction on the water, but
And brakes.
the car is settled.
So from my point of view, I could feel that there was a tiny little bit of slip.
Yep.
Because we were doing 35, 40 miles an hour on a surface that can't support that level of grip normally.
But you don't feel out of control, you don't feel like anything massively evasive is going to happen. It's just quite settled and doing what it needs to be doing.
Exactly.
All
Fabulous.
season testing done.
Let's go and try it in the summertime.
Let's try the summer tyre. Right, identical car, different tyres.
Almost identical. This one's silver. Mercedes look good in silver.
I didn't even notice.
There you are.
Right,
So
same again?
summer tyres, same again. Let's
Same
go.
again, let's go. Whew. I'm actually quite nervous for this one.
Oh, no need to be.
Oh, I trust
We
you.
like all this. Okay, and brakes.
Ooh. There's
Bye,
a
All
lot.
Season.
Oh, wow.
So what's that? 3 car lengths difference?
Wow.
And if that was the end of a queue of traffic, you've just taken out the black Range Rover that was at the back.
That is absolutely the difference between rear-ending a car in an emergency stop and
Absolutely.
being
Or
safe.
the lady being able to get across the road because they hadn't
Absolutely.
heard you coming. And in electric
Absolutely.
cars, actually, in all seriousness, that's something to consider.
100%. So slalom.
Slalom. So feeling the difference, the change of grip between a dry, grippy surface
Yep.
and our simulated, nasty, greasy road. Let's give it a go.
And in comparison to all seasons.
Exactly the same
Okay.
speed. Get a nice slalom going. That's him. Feel the way the car responds quickly to the steering. Keep the slalom up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and again. And you may need to keep the brakes under control. So immediately What could you feel through the steering wheel?
There's a lot more vibration. You can feel kind of, as you're steering one way, the car's going forward still because it's not gripping up to turn.
That's right. That's right. So the car is starting to understeer. We can't generate the grip that we need, and therefore we haven't got the same degrees of control.
Amazing.
In this country, where we have such a range of temperatures, the all-season compound comes into its own about 7 degrees.
Yes.
And if you look at, okay, we are in a slightly unusual October, but I can pretty much guarantee from the middle of November through to March, we will have loads of days that are 7 degrees or below.
Yeah.
And that's where the all-season comes into its own. And if every car had all seasons, this country wouldn't grind to a halt with 3/4 of an inch of that funny white stuff that comes down from the sky.
It's snow.
It makes such a difference.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Let's get
Pleasure.
to a bit of a conclusion. What have we learnt today? Well, in the braking test, all-season Tyre stopped 3 to 4 car lengths sooner depending on my braking. Now that's the difference between having an accident and not. In the slalom, it was just much more responsive. There was grip and the steering felt more confident. But why does any of that matter? Well, it just goes to show in a country like the UK where the weather is changing constantly, having an all-season tyre keeps you safe all year round. So if you want to find out more about all-season tyres, head to EdenTyres.com.